So here we are at 90 degrees Celsius and I'm trying to teach you mobility. Yeah, it's a stupid idea because my phone is so hot, the camera is starting to melt. So here is a promise. If you do the exact stretches that I show you now, hold them each for 30 seconds, do it 5 times a week, I can guarantee you insane gains when it comes to your hamstring and glute mobility and getting into the deep squat and all those kinds of exercises that people really struggle with. So we're gonna get into the preliminary exercises first, grab a couple of books, put them on the ground, and then we're gonna start with elevating our toes. Now the reason for that is most people don't have a problem with their hamstrings, they usually have a problem with a lack of calf muscles. I meant calf muscle mobility. Sorry, I was projecting. So you want to elevate your toes so you get a nice stretch in your soleus and gastrognemius, which is actually the muscle that keeps you from going down further than you should. So we're gonna add books as much as we can, as often as we can, to elevate our toes as far as we can to get a good old stretch down there. Now to increase that stretch, we're gonna do it just with one foot, keep one foot flat on the ground, the other one elevated, and now bend forward as far as you can because we wanna have an increased stretch in our soleus and gastrocnemius. So you're gonna have just a tiny stretch in your hamstrings and the rest is gonna be in your calves. Now why are we doing that? For most people, this is what happens when they deep squat. Their feet come up because they're compensating for the lack of mobility in our Achilles tendons and in our soleus and gastrocnemius. So we're fighting that. For other people, what happens is they bend forward because their body is compensating for their hamstrings and for their glutes, which is the next thing we're gonna work on. So we can sit comfortably like this as long as we want. And now we can finally move on to our hamstrings and what you thought you were gonna work on from the start. So take a seat, relax your back, round it, and then try and touch your toes and pull your head towards your legs. Next up, we're gonna straighten our spinal erectors, keep your back as straight as possible, and grab forward once more. Now we're gonna move on to the third one. Grab your legs with both arms and then straighten them out slowly and contract your hip flexors and abs to pull your body closer to your legs. And now we're gonna do the same thing standing up, and here is why. Because sitting down is much easier and you're gonna have way less tension than you have when you're standing up because you can move your butt forward to get more stretch throughout your legs, starting at your Achilles tendon all the way up to your glutes. So again, one time with rounded back, one time with straight back, as straight as you can, and one time grabbing your legs with both arms and then straightening out just as much as you can. You don't need to go fully like I am doing, you're gonna work your way up there. Now, like we said, 30 seconds each of those, and then we deep squat between each of those to relax, and then you can repeat all of this. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I'll see you guys soon. Captain Cairo, peace out.